Yes, I do. Come on, baby. Red shine, red ground, baby. Get out for one. Shit. With the feet. Let's go. Push it. Hey. Push it. Let's go. Let's go. Push it. Hey. 10 miles in the books, baby. Here's how you doing. You got done with my 10 miles, baby. Hey. So I'm gonna talk about back when I was a kid. I did a lot of karate. Vietnamese style karate. I did for about 8 years. You know, I was very committed. I trained, you know, every day, like 4 hours a day, just practicing, you know, kicks and punches and, you know, the previous fight techniques and the forms and the patterns. Every day I was really committed. You know, I wanted a black belt. I really like karate, martial arts in general. You know, besides teaching you good techniques, you fit. You know, I think it teaches you how to become a good person, how to be a good citizen. You know, how to get back to the community. You know, and towards the end of my stay at the Vietnamese martial arts, you know, I was getting kind of, you know, bored and sick of it. You know, it's very strict. You know, I wanted to become a fighter. You know, a kid, I was 16 years old. You know, I was watching UFC. You know, around this time, Pride came out. You know, Sakuraba and stuff. You know, I started wrestling in high school. Then, you know, I quit karate and I started jiu-jitsu. But before I quit karate, you know, before I quit karate, I had a little, not confrontation, but me and one of the headmasters, the grandmasters, was kind of wanted to see eye to eye. I think around this time, you know, I was watching mixed martial arts, and at the same time, I was taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I started Jiu-Jitsu. Around this time, so it was like, it probably had been like in 2000, that's when I started doing Jiu-Jitsu. And in his philosophy, you know, there's no reason for me to do Jiu-Jitsu because his style of martial art was the best martial arts. You know, he knew everything. He taught, you know, did his techniques. You know, there's no need for me to go out and, you know, seek other type of martial arts, other types of ways to defend myself. And so, me doing other martial arts kind of, you know, kind of like a punch in the face, you know. Kind of like, I feel kind of embarrassed. You know, I was one of his higher black belts. I was one of his older students at the time. You know, for me to go see other martial art, it kind of show like, you know, they don't know it all. You know, they're the best. But so yeah. So I remember I always loved sparring. You know, because I want to be a fighter. And one of my last sparring sessions there, I remember. You know, I gotta go easy on some other kids or my age. I gotta go not so crazy with them. And I remember one of my last time I sparred there, the grandmaster was Nam. You spar with this guy, brother. What's his name? You know, it was one of a bigger. He's more of an adult, and he just came back from the military. I think Marines or something like that. So he had a lot of like hand-to-hand combat type training. You know, very vigorous. Very tough, you know, Marines, they're scary guys. But you know me, you know, I was really into fighting. You know, I was shot box, I hit the bags at my house. I had a little bag I hit all the time. And at this time, I was watching Eagle vs. Chanchin. And you don't know who that is, you know, check him out on Pride. You know, Pride FC. He was a Pride FC runner-up. He lost to, you know, Eagle vs. Chanchin lost to Mark Coleman in the final of the Pride Grand Prix. You know, he beat Sakuraba. He beat Gary Goodridge. He beat, well, who else he beat? He beat like a guy. He's very good. You know, even had like that left hook, right cross. He had good boxing. He had good combos. He was kickboxing, but he threw a lot of good hands, and he was knocking dudes out. And then my last sparring session at this karate place I trained at, all I thought about was, you know, in my mind, I was like, left hook, right cross, left hook, right cross, jab cross, boom, 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 boom. And I was doing like bam, bam. And at this time, I was like beating this guy bloody. You know, his eye was black, his nose bloody. You know, and, you know, it was no big deal. We sparred, we shook hands. You know, we went home. You know, and I think the next week, you know, one of the teachers brought me in to his office. You know, he gave me a lecture. Why, you know, you're teaching jiu-jitsu, your technique sucks now, you know, you're not as good as you were before, and the only reason why you beat up brother, what's the name, is he's been in the military for a long time, and he hasn't been practicing. I'm like, you know, and like, I'm just a kid, like 16 years old. I'm like, I have no idea why he's saying all this stuff, you know, but, you know, I was never rude to him. I just stood still, you know, I took it, and, you know, yes, you know, I'm sorry, but my mom like, dude, whatever, I'm out of here. You know, but even though, you know, I left as a kid, and I started doing, you know, wrestling in high school, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, just doing boxing, you know, karate, you know, it gave me a start, you know, it gave me confidence, it taught me how to be a good person, you know, it taught me to be very strict. You know, strict and disciplined. You know, it taught me how to teach kids. You know, how to be a teacher, pretty much. It taught me to be a good person. I like that. And that's messed up my foundation at the Vietnamese karate school. Let me know in the comment below if you've trained any other martial arts before. And if you have any questions for me, or anything you want to cover, please leave a comment below. I'm here to get back to you guys. And until next time, guys, fight or die. Hey!